You've talked a lot about the donations Hillary Clinton receives from the financial service sector. In the most recent debate, she called that an artful smear. What's your response to that?
It's a fact. When in the last reporting period, her super PAC received $25 million and $15 million of it came from Wall Street, what is the smear? That is the fact.
Well, she says you can't point. She says you can't point to a single vote that she changed or an opinion that she changed. Can you?
Yeah, I know. Nobody who has a super PAC, nobody who gets money, whether it's Republican or Democrat, from the pharmaceutical industry, from the fossil fuel industry, from Wall Street, there's never been a politician in history who said, that money influences me. It's just, people are throwing millions and millions of dollars into the campaign, but there's no reason why they're throwing that money into the campaign. I think, the American people know better. So I've never impugned Secretary Clinton's integrity. I like Secretary Clinton, but we have a corrupt campaign finance system. I am proud. I do not have a super PAC. We have raised $3.5 million individual contributions, averaging $27 apiece.
Barack Obama received a lot of money from these same groups. Is he in the same fix as Hillary Clinton?
It is a corrupt campaign finance system. And let me tell you something, John. At the very top of my list of goals that I want to accomplish as President of the United States is overturning this disastrous Citizens United Supreme Court decision. Democracy does not mean that billionaires should be able to buy elections.
CNN had a piece this week that the Clinton campaign is passing around that talks about the fundraising you did for the Democratic Senatorial Campaign Committee, and that you, in raising money and helping them to raise money from some of these people in the financial world, are basically contributing to the same system that you are now beating up.
Huh. Is that what the Clinton people are talking about?
Well, CNN did the piece.
Yeah, well, CNN is wrong.
You never participated in any of these fundraisers?
I went to events, but did I go and ask financial people for money? Absolutely not. What I did do, because I absolutely did not want to see the Republicans gain control of the United States Senate, I wrote letters to a whole lot of people, letters that went out to, I'm guessing, millions of people through the Democratic Senate Committee that raised millions of dollars for the Democratic Senate Committee. On one hand, John, I'm criticized because I'm not a strong enough Democrat, and now I'm criticized because I'm raising money for the Democratic Senate Committee in order to make sure that they regain control of the Senate. But no, I do not go and raise money from the financial institutions.
But Senator, when you write letters to raise money for the senatorial campaigns, why do you think they're giving money, if not for the expectation that, by your thinking, by your reasoning, that they might have some influence over you?
John, the people I am writing to are contributing $25, $30, $40. And if anybody doesn't know the difference between a contribution of $30 or $40 or a super PAC, which raises millions of dollars from Wall Street, then frankly, we don't know what's going on in politics today. My letter that I sent out to millions of people was designed to bring in low dollar donations. Very, very different from appealing to Wall Street or big money interests.
Let me ask you as a final question. You've dismissed some of the issues that the press has tried to raise about Hillary Clinton, her emails, for example. Where are you on this question of whether she should release transcripts of the speeches she gave to financial firms?
Yeah, well, a lot of people think, that's ultimately her decision. I mean, her point is that she's given these speeches, but my understanding now is her campaign says she's not going to release those transcripts. That's her decision. But I think it would be, a positive thing for the American people to know what was said behind closed doors to Wall Street. But ultimately, that is her decision.
Okay, Senator Bernie Sanders, thanks so much for being with us. We'll see you out on the trail.